Marco Knight, Dears Your Granny here. Recently, I was talking about my alcohol addiction, and one thing that I forgot to mention, which is the benefits of me having quit. Whereas to before, I felt lethargic, and in my mind, I felt a bit of a fog. And even at that, I felt as though I was okay. I truly thought I was all right, in that was just normal. Because it's not as though it kept me from being a productive member of society. I still was working all the time and being able to function. The truth is, I remember I was working at Uber. Actually, I was working at Uber on the back end of the application, not necessarily driving, or not driving at all, but on the back end of the application. And before going into the office, I would drink me a 40 ounce. I would drink me an entire 40 ounce before even going into work. This is easy, probably 6 o'clock in the morning. And I had a key card to access into the office. And so I would show up, I'd say about 2 hours before anybody else, because I also lived the furthest. Crazy is that I used to work about 2.5 hours from the job. And then, sometimes I'd pull up so early, because I was the first one. I would pull up so early that I would have me a 40 in the vehicle before I even made it into the building, and before anybody even showed up themselves, or before anybody else showed up. My buzz was somewhat already going away, because keep in mind I was there 2 hours earlier. And so I was still able to function, still able to do my job. And in fact, I was advancing so much up until I left. And ultimately, the reason why I left wasn't because of job, because I happened to really enjoy working there. The only thing was the drive was doing me in, because I had did it for 2 years, and I did it so much so that by the time I was done, I did the math, and I did the math, and I would have been able to go around the world twice in the miles, or the amount of commuting I did back and forth. And so the benefit for me is now I have been feeling more sharp, I guess. Whereas to, like I'm saying before, I thought I was alright, but when I think about it, I guess I wasn't. Although I'll admit that I thought the benefits were going to be a lot more. Now I know that there has to be some things I'm not able to see, as say my health. I'm sure that has gotten better, and surely enough, I know it's better for my liver, right? So those are some of the bigger things I see. I wish I would have added that previously, but that's the big difference that I've noticed, is that I just feel more on top of it. Although I guess I would have, I guess I also want to say that it's not the benefits that I would have thought I would have had. I thought I was going to be seeing more. Yet, I don't regret it. It's not like I regret stopping. Sometimes I think, can I still have a drink? And I guess I have a bit of fright thinking that I might relapse, although I don't believe so. Yet, if I'm doing okay without it, then why have it, right? And yeah, yeah. Do I miss it? No, actually, I think I'm okay. But I will say that I would have thought I would have lost more weight. Not that I feel really big. It's just I would have thought that I would have lost a bit of pounds, and I don't think that's been the case. I think I've stayed at what I was then. In fact, there was a time where I was drinking and I happened to lose the most weight I ever had. I think I was down to 190. This being that I'm 6'2", but I've always fluctuated from 220. I think my peak has been pushing 230. And then I'd say right now I'm probably about 210, 215. And so, yeah, when I stopped drinking, I would have thought this will help me shed the pounds. But I think this is where I'm at, just at a natural state, because keep in mind, as I said in recent videos, that I also have stopped having fast food. That's a cow. I've also stopped having fast food and soda all within the last 2 years. That I kind of quit at the same time, and then alcohol was soon after that. And yeah, it's benefits. Is it as much as I would have thought? Like I said, no, but hey, I'm feeling great, but I can tell you I sure as hell was feeling great then too. That's for sure.